What are the top 2 CD rates out there in October? What are some of the best rates you can get if you don't qualify for these top 2 CD rates? And what CD would I personally buy right now if I were a CD buyer? Hello, members and super savers. I hope you're healthy and well. 85% of you answered yes when I asked if you wanted a top CD rates video for October. So welcome back to our monthly top CD rates video. CD rates have actually stayed relatively stable since August. As in the previous months, the top 2 CD rates we've seen so far in October are from credit unions with specific membership eligibility requirements, including the 7.50% one that I referred to in the thumbnail. We're doing things a bit differently in this month's top CD rates video though, so don't worry if you don't qualify for membership, because in this section, I'll be showing you where CD rates stand at some of the places that our members and super savers most commonly bank with. And these are CDs that you can open immediately online after watching this video if you find something that works for you, regardless of which state you live in, no membership requirements. Although in some cases, there may be a $500 or $1,500 minimum deposit requirement. And towards the end of this video, I'll also share with you my thoughts on what CD I'd personally buy right now if I were a CD buyer, especially given the recent surge in treasury yields. As usual, here's our front of video disclaimer. For a detailed disclaimer, please refer to the end of this video. So, here are the top 2 CD rates for October. The winner is the 7.50% APY 5-month CD from BCU, a credit union with operations in the US and Puerto Rico. There are various ways to qualify for BCU membership, but to qualify for this specific CD offer, you do need to be a new member and live in Puerto Rico. So, do forward this video onwards to any friends, family, or colleagues who live in Puerto Rico. They'll probably thank you for it, especially if they live near any of these branch locations here. There is a minimum deposit requirement of $500 to qualify for this CD offer, and a maximum deposit limit of $10,000. Now, we weren't able to find this offer on their website, but I did call them this past Friday, and one of their customer service reps confirmed that the offer is still running. Here's the number to call if you're interested, and be sure to tell them you're calling about the Puerto Rico specials. Or you can use the link in the video description below that Super Saver William M sent our way. Thanks, William, for the heads up on this one. Coming in at second place is a 6.25% APY 11-month CD from Trulient Federal Credit Union. To qualify for membership with Trulient FCU, you need to live, work, worship, or attend school in a county near one of their branches in North Carolina, South Carolina, or Virginia. You can find their branch locations by going to their website, also linked in the video description below. Just click here. According to Trulient's virtual assistant, these are the 3 other ways you can qualify for membership. There is a minimum balance requirement of $5,000 to qualify for this CD offer, with no maximum deposit limit. Now, even though there is no maximum deposit limit for this one, our general recommendation is to always stay below the standard deposit insurance thresholds. For credit unions, the standard share insurance amount covered under the NCUA is $250,000 per share owner per insured credit union for each account ownership category. Both of these credit unions, BCU and Trulient, are insured by the NCUA, and for both of these offers, early withdrawal penalties do apply. Now, let's move on to the next section of this video for those of you who prefer to buy your CDs online and or who don't meet the membership requirements for the BCU and Trulient CD offers. As I mentioned earlier, the CD rates that I'm about to share with you are from some of the places that our members and super savers most commonly bank with. All of the banks on the list are FDIC insured. Remember that the standard FDIC threshold is $250,000 per depositor per insured bank for each account ownership category. So here's what the rest of the CD and Treasury market looks like currently. This column shows the bank name. This column shows the minimum balance requirement. And these columns here are the CD terms that typically interest our Diamond Nest Egg regulars the most. Do note that we sorted this table alphabetically by bank name because no single bank offers the best rates across the entire maturity spectrum. Here's what the CD rates look like with BMO Alto. NA here and here means that BMO does not offer CDs with these terms. Here's what the CD rates look like with Bread Savings. In the next row, we have Capital One and then CFG Bank. CFG has the highest 12-month and 18-month rates on this list here. Here's what the CD rates look like with Marcus. And last but not least, we have Synchrony here. At the moment, Synchrony is also running a 16-month CD offer at 5.40% APY. Now, there are 3 things to keep in mind about the CD rates that we've just shared with you. The first is that early withdrawal penalties do apply to all of them. The second is that you may find brokered CDs with higher rates on Fidelity, Schwab, Vanguard, and other leading brokers. For those of you not familiar with brokered CDs, I've linked all of our brokered CD videos in the video description below for you. And the third thing to keep in mind is that equivalent term treasuries are all currently offering very competitive rates on the secondary market. In fact, treasury rates will be higher than the equivalent term bank CD rates in most cases, as you can see in this row here at the bottom. Plus, remember the table shows the gross interest earned before taxes, and interest earned on treasuries is exempt from state and local taxes, unlike interest earned on CDs, which is generally fully taxable at the federal, state, and local levels. As some of you may already know, we think these treasury rates will go even higher in the foreseeable future. Check out our latest video on peak treasury rates, linked in the video description below as well, to learn the logic behind our thinking. What this means though is that in our mind, these CD rates here and CD rates in general in the overall market will have a bit of catching up to do with treasuries if financial institutions want you to keep your money with them, which is a great segue into the next section of our video. As our Diamond Nest Egg regulars know, I don't usually buy CDs, except if I'm making a tutorial for our community. And the reason is because we live in a high income tax state. So the state and local tax exemption on treasury interest earned works in our favor with the current high rates on treasuries. If I were a CD buyer though, and given these CD rates I've just shown you, all of which have early withdrawal penalties, I'd actually buy a no penalty CD from Raisin right now. Because this is the current rate on a 16-month no penalty CD with Raisin. And these other ones here aren't bad either, as you can see. All of them are no penalty CDs. If we go back to the CD rates table from earlier, only these few here that we've highlighted in yellow are paying more than the no penalty CDs I just showed you. And quite frankly, the small premium wouldn't be enough for me to want to lock myself in for such an extended period of time, given my expectation that CD rates will need to go up if they are to keep pace with treasury rates. Buying one of these no penalty CDs on Raisin basically means that I'm sacrificing a little bit of interest in the short term in exchange for the option to withdraw my money at zero cost anytime during the CD term in order to purchase my next CD at a presumably higher rate. If you're new to us or new to Raisin, it's basically an online marketplace for purchasing deposit products like savings accounts, money market accounts, and CD accounts. To learn more about them, as well as how FDIC and NCUA coverage works when you purchase a CD through their platform, check out this deep dive that we did on Raisin earlier this year when they were known by their previous name as Save Better. I've linked the video in the description below as usual. Now, as I always say, everyone's financial journey is different, and your strategy should be tailored to your own circumstances, goals, and expectations. If you're in the camp that believes rates will fall from here, then you would probably choose a different strategy. So what do you think? Are CD rates on the way up, or have they peaked? And will you be taking advantage of any of the CD rates in this video? Or perhaps you have an even better CD offer to share. Drop a comment below and let everyone know. All right, members and super savers, as always, I hope you enjoyed this video and learned something new. And if you did, I'd love to invite you to continue to support our channel through membership so that we can keep producing one-of-a-kind, sponsorship-free videos for our super saving community. Join our growing number of super saver members and get your questions answered in our next live member Q&A on October 27th at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And check out our latest member videos. To learn more about Diamond Nest Egg membership, visit our channel page or the join link in the video description below. See you again very soon with more brand new wealth building content for your financial journey.